Hey Scorpio, welcome to your tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you're doing good. Scorpio, we're going to dive right into your reading today. I'm going to invite you as always to like, subscribe, and all the links you need are pinned in the comments. Let's see what is the general energy for the month of December for Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay, I have two cards wanting to come through. So the Death card, of course. Are we surprised? No. And the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. You know, we are in Sagittarius season as I'm recording this. We ended Scorpio season. It was very intense. I feel like Sagittarius kind of liberates Scorpio. There's something very powerful about that, and I want to honor that with the Death card here. You could definitely be impacted still by what happened to you or for you during Scorpio season. I've been having this, this clear message coming up for me around the Death card and Scorpio season, which is like this big, long tunnel, almost like a birth canal, and you see the light at the end, this beautiful sun kind of rising or setting here in the back. Sagittarius is that light. But when you think about it, just a birth or a rebirth, it's supposed to be painful here. And I think there's something here that you're navigating, an energy or a change, maybe a rebirth. It can be a little painful, but I think it's necessary that you show up every day, that you keep working hard. And with the Eight of Pentacles, there's something about humble service. So I don't know what's happening. It seems like there's a very big change happening in your life. Is it a financial change? Is it work? Is it connected to your body? I don't know. There's this massive change in December. Your life takes kind of an unexpected turn. But there is still this humble service energy coming through with the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles to me is when we become a master by repeating the same things over and over again. When we show up for work, for our clients, for service, being humble. Not obsessing over the money, not obsessing over how much this is going to give me. This is not about quantifying. This is about showing up. I like that, Scorpio. I really like that for you. And also, you are the Death card in the tarot. I love to see you, show up in your own reading as general energy. So, massive change. I think that you could be, I'm hearing rebranding. I don't know why I'm hearing that. If you have a business, rebranding, maybe rebranding yourself. It seems like there's this motivation. There's this little push from the universe. It feels good. It could be financial. It could be good news from, for your health or for work. There is a little push from the universe. And throughout this change, throughout this growth, you stay humble and you still focus, it seems like, on your transformation, on the inner world. There's so much coming out. Let me just start picking cards, Scorpio. I feel like I could talk about this combo of cards for 2 hours. Scorpio, what is this? What am I sensing? What am I sensing, Scorpio? We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. So right away, there's this expansion here. Again, I think that your wealth is expanding, maybe overall health. There's something about money, my friend. There's something about improvement. But with the Ten of Wands, you're breaking up with some type of idea. You're breaking up with wanting to please everyone and wanting to fit in a certain mold. There's something here that you're breaking up from, like an idea. I don't know what it is. Let me know in the comments. It feels like what drove you energetically, what made you feel the most passionate or excited, there's this switch happening in December. Maybe you are reframing or readjusting the way that you do business, the way that you work. I don't know, but it seems like it's very beneficial. You're breaking up with some type of old belief about how you're supposed to do things, how much you're supposed to do. I don't know if you're working more efficiently, because there's something about doing a little less work, but getting a bigger payoff overall. The way you balance what you give out and what you receive, it feels like there's this beautiful flow here happening. It's like in the past you were working so hard and maybe draining yourself, giving your all completely and feeling disappointed in the end. And now there's this switch. You know what? I'm going to focus on what makes me feel good, on what makes sense for me, regardless of the paycheck. Which is something I want to be careful, just saying that, because everyone has different situation. We're all trying to make it through, life and having so many bills to pay, and just it's the reality for most of people. But there's something here that is like this big lesson you're learning in December. Wow, I don't need to work more. I need to work more efficiently, and I need to focus on the thing that actually make me feel good. So more energy overall and more support from maybe a partner, people you're collaborating with, and it could be, again, financial support. I don't know exactly. I don't know. Interesting. We have the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Swords. So Queen of Cups. Queen of Cards. What am I saying that? Queen of Cups is so deep. To me, the deepest person in the tarot. There's something incredibly deep about her. She's double water. She's the depth of the ocean. She's the things, creatures in the depth of the ocean that we don't know about. There's so much about the Queen of Cups that we don't know. Her cup is closed. What are you not sharing, Scorpio? What are you needing to express? Is there a story? With the Seven of Swords, I really feel like you have a story to tell. Yeah. Don't underestimate how your words and how sharing your story can help other people. There is something here that you're about to write and share, and I think that this could spark, I don't know why I'm hearing fame. I don't know if it's about fame, but it's about people knowing you for your story. You've been through a lot, Scorpio. You've been through a lot. And I think that there's a lot of clarity now around the things that used to stress you the most, the things that you used to be anxious about and doubt yourself around. Now it's like, you know what? I feel like, again, this is the light at the end of the tunnel for you. Being more inspired, not letting shame, doubt, feeling of not enoughness get in the way. There's this big shift happening for you, Scorpio. I don't know exactly what it is, but it feels like you're finally saying, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? I'm going to try this. And there's something that you try here in the month of December. You're not overthinking it. You're choosing to share your story, to write something, publish it, share it with the world. And it becomes so much bigger than what you expected. The Ten of Wands to me sometimes can feel like, we spark something and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like, wow, okay, I had no idea so many people would connect with what I have to say. But with the Queen of Cups, it comes by you opening up. And Scorpio, you're mysterious. We all know that. I'm a Scorpio rising. I absolutely love Scorpio people, Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon, Venus in Scorpio. I love all the Scorpio placements. Literally, I think that you guys are so attractive and mysterious. It's like I feel like everyone at one point fell in love with a Scorpio. Let's just be real right now. There's something about you that is mysterious, but here you're gaining a lot from breaking up with wanting to hide parts of yourself. It's like, okay, it's been cool for a while to just be mysterious and not share too much. You deserve to share your story and you deserve to be heard because, again, you've been through a lot. And I don't know if your story is connected to a loss, maybe death, literal death with the death card. You have a lot to share, and I think you're going to benefit a lot in December from opening up. And listen, I'm a Scorpio rising. I don't like when people tell me you should open up more. So I don't even like saying that to you, but it feels like there's this magical secret thing that's just coming out of you. But I don't want to tell you you should open up. It's not my place to do that. And I hate when people say that to me. So let it flow. You know, the Queen of Cups, again, is like very connected to water and ocean. I'm like, let it flow. And if you feel a burst of inspiration, if you feel the call to share something and write something, do it. You know, we just experienced the full moon in Gemini, and I think the writing right now is so important. And that Page of Wands is here. You know, this is it. This is the spark of something new. The Page of Wands, look at how he looks at the wands. Like, wow, this is just a piece of wood. But to me, it's like this project, this thing that I can create. Page of Wands is literally what I've been talking about. The spark that becomes this big, big fire. This is it. You're about to create something. I don't even think you know it exists right now. I think that this is going to surprise you. It's like a huge surprise calling that's coming up from, again, the depth of the ocean. It's like, as I said, this mysterious creature in the ocean that we don't know is there. It's just, it's too profound. And now it's coming up for you. And you're initiating a massive life change. I don't know why it comes from your writing, words. There's something about words here. It could also be pictures or art. Page of Wands to me is like very, very creative. He does not care if what he does is different. He wants to be different. He actually celebrates that. To me, this is what the Page of Wands feels like. Celebrating differences and doing things your own way. Yeah, there's something very, I would say, non-linear about this creative process here, because I feel like it's about creating something. It's like you could get this burst of inspiration, you decide to write, create, share something, and then the next day you're doubting yourself. You're in that Seven of Swords energy. Okay, I'm not going to just throw away everything. I'm going to give myself a little break to recalibrate, refocus, take a little breath, and then tomorrow I'll see how I feel. I feel like there's an important message to not throw away something, to not delete something. I don't know if you've ever done that, but you know, as a musician, myself, as a creative, I've created a lot of things that I just ended up throwing away. I definitely regret that today. This is the message I'm getting for you, Scorpio. Even if you're going through a bad day and you're in that Seven of Swords and your brain is saying, this is not good enough, just delete it, sleep on it. That would be my advice for you, to sleep on it. We have the Hierophant and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, Hierophant confirms that words are important for you in December. Are you receiving some type of communication? Someone from the past? It could also be reconnecting with an old family member. there's a situation that feels kind of painful that transforms into connecting with another human being. You know, I think it's maybe family or someone that feels like family. Knight of Swords confirms that things are going to be moving very, very quickly for you. Again, this spark, it takes over. How you start the month of December is so different than how you will end it. It's like there's this massive change, and I think it's a surprise. I don't think you know exactly what it is. I think you're supposed to let yourself be surprised by this. It's going to help you fall in love with the magic of life again. And how cheesy it is that I'm saying that, I don't freaking care. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm channeling right now. This little spark will eventually be at the heart of your life, and it will help you fall in love again with magic. And it's moving fast. If you're expecting any type of communication, if you've been reaching out to someone to collaborate, or reaching out to someone, you know, needing an answer, needing that validation, needing a confirmation, I think it's going to be happening really fast. Really, really, really fast. Interesting. Very interesting what I'm sensing. I'm getting so many specific messages. This is a weird message. I just want to honor it because it's loud. You are on someone's to-do list. I know this is so random and I don't know why it's coming through, but I feel like you're maybe waiting on something to happen, or again, waiting for that confirmation, and you are on someone else's to-dos list. It's not because they hate you. It's not because they're mad. It's not because they forgot about you. They don't have the time. And they care about you enough to be like, okay, when I'm ready, I'm going to answer. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to open up. So I don't know if you miss someone, if your heart kind of longs for this conversation. There's something here that feels like it's missing. It's definitely making you a little anxious. It's you know, maybe making you feel trapped in your thoughts. You are on this person's to-do list. I don't know who this message is for, but this is very interesting. Eight of Swords is how we transform our mind. It's what happens when we get that clarity from the Seven of Swords. It's the natural next step. Eight of Swords is one of my favorite cards, but I had to experience this card to love it because it's challenging. But I know that when it comes up personally for me, I know that my perspective, it's completely going to change. I'm going to finally get the answers I need. I might have a very uncomfortable conversation. It's not easy to cut the blindfold. It's not easy to get your feet wet and walk into the water. You might spend a full day with your socks wet and feel like shit, but it's going to be beneficial. There's something here about a complete shift of perspective. Let's see what is, yeah, look at that. You want to talk about a complete shift of perspective? This is something that's been fixed for so long in your life. It's been the same. You know, what is the question you keep asking yourself, Scorpio? It's different for everyone. Some people are like, why am I never finding a good partner? Why are people always playing with my heart, playing with my feelings? Why am I never good enough for someone in a relationship? Or why am I never satisfied with the money I make, with the people I meet? There's a question here. And it's not that you're acting like a victim, really. I think that you're just fed up of experiencing the same thing over and over again. It could be in love, at work, with family, finances. I don't know what it is. At the end of December, you're finally answering this question. And you're able to go deeper because it goes way beyond the question. I think it's about behavior and acceptance. There's a lot of depth in the month of December for you. And the Queen of Cups, don't ever underestimate the Queen of Cups. As I said, she is the deepest of all oceans. She is the deepest of all figures in the tarot, in my opinion, in the way that I read tarot. So the Wheel of Fortune is a completion. It's number 10. But to me, this is the most esoteric card in the tarot. This confirms that there is a surprise, that yes, this change, this surprise is changing the way you feel about magic, about letting yourself be surprised by things. As much as you want to plan, as much as you're trying to predict, I think that it's important that you let yourself be surprised this month. It's like you're falling in love again with your life, as challenging as your life can be. Even if, again, you've experienced loss, you are definitely dealing with a lot of self-doubt right now around maybe your creativity or around what is your place in the world, what you're supposed to create. There's a lot of doubt here, yes. But you're using it as fuel. You're using this as fuel instead of using it to block yourself. You are not letting fear get in the way. You're using it as fuel. And I think this is something that Scorpios in general know how to do. It's no joke that, your card is the Death card. Okay, let me pick a clear message from my guides. For Scorpio, I want a clear message. Okay, this one wanted to come through. I want a clear message. Give me another card. Give me another card for Scorpio. The Page of Wands. I keep looking. It's like I'm fixated on that card for some reason. If you use tarot for yourself, if you connect with the tarot, I would invite you to take out the Page of Wands out of your tarot deck, or maybe put it on your cell phone as a background. This is going to be your supportive energy for the month of December. And I would invite you every time you look at this card to remember that you are creative. That what you have to say and what you have to create matters. And that sometimes it just takes this one little thing, this one little spark to really change your life. It's like this card is inviting you to dream big around your goals and creativity, and how creativity can change your life and change the life of the people around you. Maybe some of you don't consider yourself creative people. I feel like as Scorpios, and any Scorpio placement that you have, there's going to be this creative part of you. Like, everyone has creativity. It doesn't have to be in the driver's seat for everyone. It's not everyone's biggest passion and what rules you and leads you, but here there's something about that. So either you're finding ways to bring more creativity into your life, or as a creative, you could be expanding something around that, learning new skills, again, sharing something with your words, and just your inner flame. It comes from you. Okay, we have the Four of Wands and we have the Eight of Wands. So again, there's something so fiery in your energy. This confirms to me what I just said. There's so much, the swords, Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords. That's like a lot. So this anxiety and the stress and the overwhelming feelings and the questions really works as fuel for you. Notice that in December. I think that you're going to literally reprogram something about your brain. You're finally getting a little bit of time to breathe and recalibrate. I don't know what it is. Again, this push that I felt. Is it luck in finances? Is it someone supporting you? I don't know, but it's such a big push, Scorpio. It is helping you go places. It's helping you feel more balanced and celebrate life more. This is the theme of December for you, Scorpio. Celebration, celebrating life, celebrating magic. Four of Wands is the closest card to perfection in the tarot. It's Mars and Venus and the Emperor and the Empress. Salt and sulfur working together. It's like, it's the perfect combo. The 1111 card, the magical energy of celebrating where you are in life. Celebrating the masculine and the feminine within you. All of that working together. Taking action, taking up space in the world as the Emperor, but also being present and receptive and open like the Empress. There's something here. There's something here. And my readings are never about gender. I don't believe that the tarot is gender specific at all. This is not how I read and teach tarot. But I have to say it, there is some type of balance between the masculine and feminine for you this month, which I think is going to impact and influence your work, your creative outlets, creative hobbies, and also your relationship. I don't know what it means, but it seems like your relationships are going to be benefiting from you balancing the feminine and the masculine. I don't know what it means. And this is what I love the most about tarot, by the way. That when I do a reading, sometimes I'm just scratching my head. I don't really know what it means. I'm trusting in the moment that what I channel will make sense for someone. But the cool thing is that you can come back to a reading in 4 weeks and everything is going to sound different and make sense. So I'm trusting. Okay, I picked a card from the deck of Sacred Rhythms, the deck I co-created with my friends at iNows. Check it out. It's pinned in the comments if you want to, offer a lovely gift to someone for Christmas. Soulful Night. Be conscious of the lasting effects of your actions. Prevent, esteem, and lead. So Soulful Night, think about that for a second. You have the Knight of Swords, but you also have the Knight of the Death card, which is the Soulful Night when you think about it. It's like very connected to the Knight of Cups, moving in the world with compassion for yourself and others. Again, giving people time and understanding that you might be on someone's to-do list. You might not be someone's priority, and that's okay. It's not about you. I think here there is, with this card, a beautiful acceptance of where someone is in their journey and where you are, and that it's not always about you. And again, things will happen in the right timing. The Wheel of Fortune is here to confirm that everything will happen and move for you when it's right. So this card can be coming up because you could feel the push to tell someone like, hey, why the F aren't you answering me? Why aren't you here for me? Why do you do this? There could be this activation, this fire, because again, you are using anxiety as fuel. There's a lot of freaking fuel and a lot of fire here in this reading. This is what dominates the reading. It's the fire. How are you going to use this fire? Are you going to use it for creativity, for moving your body, taking care of yourself, having this good energy, this powerful energy? Or are you going to let it just take over and blame people, point fingers, and not have compassion? I think it's very important with that card. And I remember when I channeled the message and all I had was the beautiful light catcher and I was channeling this message, and I remember that it was about showing compassion to yourself and others, even when challenges arise, even when something is not working fast enough, moving fast enough for you. This is going to be the big challenge for you, to be mindful of how you treat others and to stay humble, which is not a word I use a lot, but I said it in the beginning and there's something important about that. Can you stay present? Can you stay humble even when success knocks at your door? Even when, you figure out that you have the best idea and the most potential for something? Make sure that you're able to be compassionate and also put yourself in another person's shoes. Again, if you don't get what you want immediately, it's not about you. Everyone is going through it. Everyone is in 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords energy right now. Everyone. Literally, those are the cards that I constantly pick for everyone right now, because as human beings, we are going through so much. So when something is not working in your favor, can you take a chill pill? Can you take a deep breath and remember, okay, this is just another human going through the same experiences. And it's not about me. It's not about you. So I'm sending so much love, Scorpio. You're amazing. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. I love to see your messages, and I love to see familiar faces coming up in the comments. It always makes my day, truly. And yeah, if you want to purchase the deck of Sacred Rhythm, if you know someone who loves Oracle deck, this is an amazing gift, an amazing tool to journal. And if you want to join me on Patreon, if this is the year where you want to learn to read tarot in a more soulful way, I'm here. Come check it out. Come get some weekly guidance and binge all the courses that I created on Patreon. Links are down below. I'm sending love, Scorpio. Bye.